Right, thanks for joining me once again, where today I'm going to outline a brand new extreme body recomposition challenge beginning very, very soon. For those of you who have followed me for any amount of time, you will be aware that over a 3-month period between the 1st of January and the 31st of March 2022, yours truly lost in the order of 30 pounds, give or take, of excess weight that was on my body. It turns out that 20 pounds of that weight loss was water, and about 10 pounds of it was stored body fat. My muscularity remained about as it was, as did my skeletal mass and pretty much everything else in that regard. So the main things that changed were fat and water. Okie dokie, good. I've decided to undertake a new challenge. That challenge that I've just been talking about was under the supervision of not Lord Edward Yellow, no. It was under the supervision of the Steak and Butter gang, led very, very admirably by their head coach, Mr. Raymond Nazon, and those that followed that will have possibly enjoyed that journey over 3 months. Anyway, I'm going to do my own thing now. I'm going to do something somewhat more extreme. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my physiological readings as they are now, and I'll give you those in a minute, and I'm going to change them once again, remarkably, only this time I'm going to do it somewhat more rapidly. So stick around and I'll tell you what the plan is. Right, here it is. I'll put this up on the screen so that you can see it, but as of today, as of right now, what have we got going on? All right, yours truly weighs 144 pounds, 144. Yep, that's all it is. That's what I weigh. For what it's worth, very good. Of that, my body composition is roughly 19.3% fat of all of that. Now, how do I know that? I know that because I have one of those biometric impedance scales here that you stand on. It passes a small electric current through your body and it gives you a pretty accurate reading of what your body composition is, how it's made up, etc. This particular model claims to have an accuracy of around 95%. So that's pretty good, and we'll go with that. Fine. All right. So the fat mass at 19.3% of 144 pounds is 27 pounds of, or 27.7 pounds of fat still remaining on this body. Okay. There are some numbers for visceral fat as well, and in particular, and fine, you can read through those in your own time for your own interest. The BMI figure there is given, it's 23.1 at the moment, so that's pretty much right in the middle of the healthy range, so-called, which so-called is between 20 and 25. Excellent. It says that 42.2% of my mass is made up in muscle. Good. It says that 6.8 pounds of my 144 is my skeleton. Excellent. It also says that 81.1 pounds of my 144 is water. Good. And it says that my lean mass currently, if you take out the fat, basically, what we're talking about is 116 pounds of weight without any fat on it. Now, obviously, I don't want no fat, because no fat means pretty much you're starving and your health will suffer a great deal due to that. However, I would like to move my body fat percentage from nearly 20% at 19.3 all the way down to 10%. So that is the extreme body recomposition challenge. That is the overriding goal. It is to get the fat down from 19.3 to 10%. Only I'm going to throw in a twist, because when you think about it, My goal is to drop that 19.3 down to 10, okay, which means I need to lose 13.6 pounds in fat. Okay, now if we convert those 13.6 pounds of fat into their so-called calorie equivalent, and I know calories is not a measurement of useful energy use or anything else for human beings, it's a marker of nominally energy component there. Okay, fine, we'll use it for now. What that will tell us is that in that 13.6 pounds of fat, we will find, or would find, 55,631 kcal of heat energy if we burned all that fat rapidly in a bomb calorimeter. Okay. Let's imagine, just for fun, that my daily energy expenditure, as estimated using a completely inappropriate measure, the calorie, let's say that's 2,000 a day, just for a number, because that would seem to be about appropriate. All right. That means that the loss of 13.6 pounds of fat would, if I consumed no calories at all, if I fasted, basically, if I did not eat any food at all, and my energy expenditure remained the same, or largely the same, then it would take 28 days of fasting to achieve that 13.6 pounds of fat loss. I intend on doing this, achieving this, in 7 days or less. And I intend doing that without increasing my energy expenditure by way of exercise at all. That is the extreme challenge. Have I got you hooked? Have I got you interested? How on earth am I going to achieve that? Those of you in the class who already know the answer of how I'm going to achieve it, don't spoil it for the other children. Keep it under your hat. And watch along and enjoy with us. It'll be a good thing. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to give you daily video updates on the progress here on YouTube, and I'm also going to be doing that'll be daily, once a day video sort of thing for the 7 days. I'm actually going to do much more often than daily, so probably multiple times a day. I'm going to be doing shorter videos on IG, keeping people well up to date with everything that's going on, the experience, what I'm doing, etc., so that you can really follow along and really get your teeth into this challenge with me. My IG address is on the screen. If you'd like to go across and follow me, get that organized so that you don't miss a thing, that would be awesome. What am I going to be tracking? I will track my weight, the fat percentage, the amount of fat that is in that weight in total, my muscle mass, my bone mass, how much of it is water. I'll be tracking my intakes, whatever they're going to be, very accurately. I will be tracking my outputs of urine, of feces. I'll be tracking my blood pressure. I had also considered looking at my ketones and blood glucose levels. However, there is a cost of several $100s involved in getting the kit to do that, and many companies are no longer able to deliver things as rapidly as we would like in today's environment, and as such, it'll take too long to get that stuff here. So for this particular challenge, we won't be doing ketones or blood glucose. I will be sharing with you my experience of the challenge, whatever it is I'm going to be doing. That's going to somehow mean that I'm going to lose, nominally, 4 days worth of energy for every day without exercising How on earth am I going to do that? I don't know. Well, I do, and some of the rest of you do as well. But as I said, Storm, don't let the cat out of the bag, because we want lots of views for this. All right, and I'll also be tracking my psychological state, my mood state, and etc. And I'll be sharing many, many videos, as I said, with you on IG, so that you can follow along, and a daily update here on YouTube's. That is the Extreme Body Recomposition Challenge. It begins Monday, the 11th of July, 2022, for me, and for most of you who are probably stateside or in Europe somewhere. Actually, it'll be the 10th is when it starts. Keep an eye out here on my Fine Actually Science-Based channel for this challenge. I'll give you more details on how I'm going to achieve it, and you'll be able to follow along the whole journey with me. Ted, on the other hand, is not impressed. He won't be following along. He's also miffed that he's not the coach. Never mind, he'll get over it. All right, for the rest of you, see you starting Monday the 11th. Extreme Body Recomposition Challenge. Dum dum dum. Check it out.